It'll be warm up.
Yeah.
Or warmed up then.
Or less stressed out. I don't know why I've been
We've got your back and the front, your sides.
Thanks. No, it's not this. It's just nice in general.
No, they're fine. They should be
You know, they say feel like burn. Today, the song that we got, holiday, it could be so nice and great. That was the song. That was the song. All the teachers.
Oh, it's for teachers.
Yeah, it was the head teachers.
Where was it?
They had at a restaurant in Denver that belongs to one of the parents called Fahrenheit.
I know.
Lovely food, very nice. Don't come on to this outside of town.
I worked there. We were also having our Christmas party today. That side. At Mozambique, which is another kid-friendly.
Nice. Good.
It was fun. I found it so awkward. Christmas parties with work parties. I found it so awkward.
I think all the end of year parties to be like more work.
Oh yeah, we should call it interview.
No, I heard of something on the radio about it. It's so cool. Christmas party. It's not really considered a Christmas.
This is true.
Yeah. I like a party. Whatever.
Most of it was just me and my dad.
So what's your intention?
Work for my dad. I've had a day off the tube cycle.
Mainly dance.
Where's that? No, that's fine.
So that's what David did.
Just looking at bike.
I haven't got the list. Oh, that's my place. We've got our dentist to come and do it.
Not sure it's supposed to have that.
But he's our dentist, but our medical aid didn't cover the place that we forgot. So that was the only number. Stephen Liu. Oh, I know Stephen. He does come to it. Well, he said he never comes. You know how categorical. So we're dentists.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, well, that's cool. Yeah, we were there. We spent some time there. The staff was in love. So we had to go to see them in the morning. They got me drunk.
Den er litt seit, det er mest
Shabbat shalom, everyone. Do we have a Shabbat? Shabbat shalom. Okay, so this is going to be volunteerism. Can we have a volunteer to light the candles, please? Hello.
Hello, Lou. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, no, quick thing. There's no mute here, so if Rabbi is talking,
Have you got
Sorry. Okay, can we start please on page 125? Shabbat shalom. Thanks for coming. I hope you're not going to have load shedding. But let's see how we go. We're very privileged that we've got Lee together with Chilla and Brian, and I hope we're going to have a lovely musical service with lots of songs and little talking. Okay, so on page 125. Where has this week vanished? Is it lost forever? Will I ever recover anything from it? The joy of life, the unexpected victory, the realized hope, the task accomplished. Will I ever be able to banish the memory of pain, the sting of defeat, the heaviness of boredom? On this day, let me keep for a while what must drift away. On this day, let me be free of the burdens that must return. On this day, Shabbat abide. Help me to withdraw for a while from the flight of time, contain the retreat of the hours and the days of the grasp of the frantic life. Let me learn to pause, if only for this day. Let me find peace on this day. Let me enter into a quiet world for this day. On this Shabbat, abide. And now please turn to page 118 for Hinei Matov. Thank you today.
Hinei Matov, Omanahim, Sheverachim, Gam Yachad. Hinei Matov, Omanahim, Sheverachim, Gam Yachad. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Everybody sing Hinei Matov, Umanayim, Sheverachim, Gam Yachad. Hinei Matov, Umanayim, Sheverachim, Gam Yachad. Beautiful, beautiful.
Now on page 118, Lee, would you please light the candle? Thank you, Lee. Please be seated. Please turn to page 127 and let's read together. There are days when we seek things for ourselves and measure failure by what we do not gain. On Shabbat, we seek not to acquire, but to share. There are days when we exploit nature as if it was a horn of plenty that can never be exhausted. On Shabbat, we stand in wonder before the mystery of creation. There are days when we act as if nothing cared for the rights of others. On Shabbat, we remember that justice is our duty and better world our will. So we embrace Shabbat, day of rest, day of wonder, day of peace. Turning now to page 135, for Romanu by Children.
Remember, Adonai Eloheinu, ve'ishtakavu le'adon la'kakodosho. Remember, remember Adonai Eloheinu v'ishtachavu lehakorosho ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu.
Turning to page 138 for HHD. seated and turn to page 140 for this worksheet. Chasil lo yavin et zot. Sadik.
On three, right? You ready?
Yeah.
Sorry, we're coordinating here. Take this page out. Here we go.
Tatik katamai frate frat, tatik katamai frat, tatik katamai frate frat, tatik katamai frat. Eres babanis, eres babanis, eres babanis, eres babanis, eres babanis, eres babanis,
My bad. So sorry. Just touch that.
Everybody still okay?
Yep, so sorry.
Just checking you all awake. Good Shabbos.
So, then let's turn to page 145 and read together. Teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer on the mystery of the withered leaf, on ripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew your days. Lest my day be today as the one before, lest routine set my ways. Now moving to the Baruch Hu on page 146. Please rise again. Continue on page 148. Marie Arabic. Tivot Shemo, Adonai 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 Tivot Shemo. Thank you. That was amazing. Please turn to 149 in the middle and let's read together. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand, uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai, Amarev Aravim. And on page 150, please, Ahavat Olam. Page 151 at the top. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me? Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. And turning to the Shema on the next page, 152. And on page 157. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets, instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Our failings are many, faults are great. It has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision for the world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Thank you for the grace that preserves it, singing on the shores of the sea. And these consider the shores. Page 158. Thank you, that was beautiful. Now to page 159. Where will I find you, if not in the shelves of the heart, in the cupboards of my bones, on the spiraling stairways of my fingertips? Where will I find you, if not in the light that gathers us, each morning in its golden net, or in the light of the Shabbat candles, sturdy as the columns of your house? Each day I am called to recreate your house with everything at my disposal, a never-ending stairway of righteousness, cupboards full of good deeds, shelf on shelf. Please turn to HHDs on page 160.
Shalom,
Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over Jerusalem and yours. Blessed are you, Eternal One. Your shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Baruch atah Adonai, Aparei Sukkot Shalom, Aleinu Val Kol Amo Yisrael, Va'al Yerushalayim. And on page 163, in the middle. We are a people in whom the past endures, in whom the present is inconceivable without moments gone by. The Exodus lasted a moment ever for what happened once upon a time happens all the time. Thank you. So, the schedule is called the schedule or the
Schedule.
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 Says it's now time for a sermon.
I'm going to come sit here, so
So, my name is Jacob, and I'd like to thank you for inviting me to your service tonight. It was actually Moses that organized this, that I come along because he's been here a couple of times. I've had words with him about what he wrote about me in the book, but anyway, let's move on from there. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my life because this week's parashah is Vayishlach, which falls in the middle of my life. So I was born to my parents, Isaac and Rebecca, and from the word go, or even before the word go, I started struggling because I had a twin with me in my mother's womb, and it is said that I struggled to get out first, and in the process I pulled my brother's leg and injured him. And so the sibling rivalry began between me and my brother Esau. When we talk about sibling rivalry, remember Cain and Abel, and many, many sibling rivalries that have gone on for decades and centuries thereafter. So we weren't very like each other, we weren't identical twins. He was an outdoors man, a real rachtige boer. He liked being out on the farm and he liked being the animals, whereas I was more of a domesticated, let's say, a bit of a mommy's boy, and I fell under the influence of my mother, Rebecca. My dad loved Esau more than he loved me because he loved all his attributes. And Esau was the older child, and the sibling rivalry continued. One day, Esau came into the kitchen and he was very hungry, and for some rhyme or reason, he agreed to sell his birthright to me for a pot of soup. So there started my deception with Esau. And this went further, because when Isaac, at a later stage, wanted to bless Esau, the firstborn, I was encouraged by my mother to pretend that I was Esau. And this wasn't very hard because my father, Isaac, was blind, or was close to blind. And so we cooked up this plan, and I put on the skin of an animal so that my father would feel me and would feel the hairy Esau that he thought he was blessing. So my father blessed me instead of thinking that I was Esau. And this is the second deception that I was involved in. I'm not very proud of either of them, but be that as it may. I'm not quite sure where I got involved in this deception, because as soon as Esau found out, I had, as they say in Yiddish, to schmeitz, which means to get out of there very quickly. So I went into exile with my mother's brother, Laban. And I stayed with him for a while, and I fell in love with his daughter Rachel, who was his second-born daughter. And I asked if I could marry Rachel. And he said, sure, but you have to work for me for 7 years. So 7 years later, I got married to who I thought was Rachel, but unbeknown to me, the deception had been turned up to me, and I married Leah. And I still wasn't satisfied, and I said to Laban, that was a nasty thing that you did to me, but I really want to marry Rachel. So he said, you know the drill, another 7 years. So I toiled for 7 years, and eventually I married the love of my life, Rachel. And I stayed with Laban and his family for 20 years, and I built up quite a big estate of animals. But then I decided that the time was right for me to try and reconcile with Esau. Now, I'd heard a lot about Esau, and however scared I was in the old days, I was terrified of meeting him again. So I sent out messengers to arrange this meeting. And I was advised that he's coming to the meeting, but he's bringing an army of 400 men with him. So I try to do things strategically, and I split my family into 2 camps, so that if he attacked the one family, the other family would be okay. And I prepared to send gifts to him. I left my family and I went back over the river, and I spent the night on my own. Well, I thought I spent the night on my own, but I had a very restless night. That night I wrestled the whole night with a stranger, and not quite sure why or who the stranger was, but it went on throughout the night. And no, I wasn't eating magic mushrooms. And when the dawn broke, the stranger asked to be released, and I said, no, you must bless me first. And he did bless me, and I believe it was an angel of God that I was wrestling with. And I picked up the name of God Wrestler. And the angel said to me that he's going to, or this man or the person said, after all that, we're going to change your name, and you will henceforth be known as Israel. So I didn't come out of that unscathed. I pulled my sciatic nerve in my hip, and there's a tradition today, still to today, and it's written in the Torah, I kid you not, that you shouldn't eat the sciatic nerve of an animal because of this incident that I had with the stranger. So I limped out of there, and I instructed my people to start sending the gifts to Esau. And there were many, many animals that I sent to. Are you guys all right at the back? You're right. Sorry. So I sent them in waves. So gift after gift, or sets of gift after gift. And eventually I came face to face with Esau. And I was very surprised that, having been so scared that Esau was going to sort me out, he actually accepted me and we reconciled, which was amazing. And we lived in the same space for a while, and then he went one way and I went another way. And we met up again when we came to bury our father Isaac. But we then had I then was unfortunately to face a terrible crisis when my daughter Dina was raped by the son of one of the tribal leaders in a local, one of the local tribal leaders. Unfortunately, and again I regret this, I did nothing. My sons were outraged and they overreacted, and this is very unfortunate again. They formulated a plan and they said, in response to the request by Shem's father, the tribal leader, for Shem to marry Dinah, that he could only marry Dinah if the whole of their tribe, all the men in their tribe, circumcised themselves. So they agreed to that, and 3 days later, the Torah says, when they were very weak, 2 of my sons, Shimon and Levi, attacked them and killed all the men, and unfortunately, took over the whole tribe. I was devastated, but I complained to my sons, not that they had acted badly, but that their actions had put me in a poor light to other people. So again, I did the wrong thing. My beloved Rachel subsequently died in childbirth, giving birth to our son Benjamin. She had planned to call him Ben-Oni. People know that name, Ben-Oni, which means son of suffering. But I prevailed and I called him Benjamin, son of my oath. As I said, thereafter, my father died, and I again reconciled with my brother to bury him. But that wasn't the end of the deception. So, as you all know the story, and this is in another parasha, because our current parasha carries on with Esau's lineage, which carries on for a couple of pages and a million names, which aren't very interesting at the moment. But I had my 12 sons, including Joseph and Benjamin. And Joseph was the dreamer and the favorite child, and he lorded himself over the other brothers who didn't like that. And one day they chapped Joseph and they threw him in a pit and they sold him to slaves who eventually sent him off to Egypt. They came back to me and they showed me his coat. You've all heard about Joseph and his wondrous coat of many colors, but it was covered in blood. And they told me that Joseph had been mauled by wild animals and that he was dead. was devastated, and again, maybe this is karma, but all these deceptions came back to me time and time again. Eventually, we found out that Joseph was a big deal in Egypt, and he called for the family. I'm not going to go into the whole story about getting deceived again with Joseph requiring Benjamin to come, which broke my heart because I'd already lost Joseph, and I was very scared that I was going to lose Benjamin again. But anyway, be that as it may. We went and we joined Joseph in Egypt, and we lived very happily ever after, as they say. And that's my story. And thank you for listening.
Thank you.
I'm not sure how you judge me. I feel that I was very naughty in the beginning, and the universe clapped me back. But I feel that after I wrestled with a stranger and became known as Israel, I had a change in personality, and I try to do the right thing. And that's me. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the Amidah on page 164. And would somebody like to come and open the ark for us, please? Anybody? Thank you. Please rise. Ooh. Sorry. Okay. Let's go. Adonai sefataytita uviyalita hilatecha, eternal God. Open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu, Eloheinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarai, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor Ve'hanora, Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Begonei Hakol, Zoher Hazeh Avot Imavot, Umevi Ula, V'neinehem Mashmo V'Yahava, Melech Osher Mashiach Yahweh, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham V'Ezrat Sarah. Page 168. Atah v'gol Elam Adonai, Mechayein Eitim Atara V'Hoshia, Mashiva Ruach U'Morid HaGeshem, Mazriach HaShemesh U'Morid HaTal, Mechakel Chaim V'Chesed, Mechayein Eitim V'Rachamim Rabim, Somet Noflim, V'Rofeh Cholim, U'Matir Asurim, U'Mekayem Eminato L'Shenei Afar, Mi Chamocha B'Geburot, U'Mihidom Melach, Melech Meinit U'Mechayem, U'Matzmiach Yeshua, V'Ne'eman Atah L'Chayot Meitim, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh HaMeitim. Page 170. Atah Kadosh Mishma Kadosh, U'Kodoshim B'chol Yom Ya'alu Chasela, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. On page 172. So we're going to read the English and then we're going to go back to the Hebrew. You set the seventh day for your name, the pinnacle of creation, and you blessed it above all other days, more sacred than all festival times. So it is written in your Torah, the heaven and earth were finished, and all their array. On the seventh day, God finished the work that God had been doing, and God ceased on the seventh day from all the work that had been done. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it God ceased from making all the work of creation. Vayachura Hashamayim va'aretz v'chol savam, vayachal Elohim b'yom hashvi'i melachto asher asa, vayishbot b'yom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa. Vayavak Elohim et yom hashvi'i vayikadesh oto, ki bo Shabbat mikol melato, Hashem bara Elohim lasot. On page 174 at the top of the V'tzei Adonai Eloheinu, Amcha Yisrael, U'tfilatam b'mava tekavel, U'tiki l'ratzon tamid avodat Yisrael alamecha, El karov l'chol korav, Hanel el vadecha v'choneinu, Shuruchacha aleinu, V'techazena aneinu v'shuvacha l'tzion v'rachamim, Baruch atah Adonai, Amachazir shechivato l'tzion. Page 178.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Ki atov melech Adon, lechol Shalom. Ki atov melech Adon, lechol Shalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. V'tov b'einecha levorech et Amcha Yisrael, b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam.
Grant abundant peace to Israel, your people forever. For you are the sovereign God of all peace. May it be pleasing to you to bless your people Israel in every season and moment with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamarech et Amo Yisrael b'shalom. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses your people Israel with peace. And then on page, please be seated. And let's move to page 180 and read together. We reach for you, our God, from our quiet places. May we stand still for a brief moment and listen to the rain. Stand still for a brief moment and watch the play of sunlight and shadow on the leaves. For a brief moment, listen to the world. Let us stop the wheels of every day to be aware of Shabbat. Find the stillness of the sanctuary which the soul cherished. Renew the covenant of an ancient people. We need a quiet space to test the balance of our days, the weight of our deeds against the heaviness of the world's demands. The balance is precarious. Steady us with faith. Quiet places and stillness, where we will hear our own best impulses speak. Quiet places and stillness, from which we will reach out to each other. We will find strength in silence, and with this strength, we will turn again in your service. We're going to turn back to page 180 and just spend a few moments thinking your private thoughts, and we will lead us with the Luminate song.
Sonim refi Vegion libi Yiuler sonim refi Vegion lebi lefanecha Adonai Tzuri Adonai Tzuri Benuali Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri v'Koali. Go inside your heart, just be. Go inside your heart and see what it wants, what it needs, what it yearns when you breathe. Go inside your heart and see. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be kind, be true. May they be acceptable to you. Oh, my rock, my rock and my redeemer.
Thank you so much. Sorry that I read the schedule wrong again. But if I'm reading it correctly, we're turning to page 371 for prayers for healing. So at this stage, are there any names of people who would like to mention who are ill in any way, physically, mentally, or any other way?
Neil Russell, Peter Posniak, Neil Danziger,
Leah Javed, Jane Starfield, Kathy Singer, Helen Hearn, Simeon Rubenstein, Sally Ramsbottom, Kay Barkman, Mina Mapudi, June and Alan Wenzel, Elaine Feinberg, Dawn Harris, Anthony Renfield and June Williams, Arthur Bowen.
Very French.
Andy Jacobson.
Mana Mapudi and Des Utah. Are there any other name?
Judith Soskin.
Sorry, I couldn't hear.
Judith Soskin.
Thank you. And Judith at the back, what did he say? Yes, what did I couldn't hear? Lionel Smear. And the Chayalim. Anybody else? Okay. Over to you. So now I'm looking for a volunteer, please, to read the prayer for the captive women and children. Any volunteers, please? Step right up. Thank you, Lord.
Prayer for the captive women and children. Our God, the God of our ancestors, free all those captured in war. Free the captured women. Free our mothers, grandmothers, daughters, sisters, and aunts. Free the babies and children, senselessly, violently kidnapped. Fulfill that great mitzvah, that holy duty of redeeming the captive. May they all return swiftly to their families and their homes. May women's bodies be sacred and safe. Shekhinah, nurturing presence, watch over them, guard them, protect them, bring them home. Baruch atah Adonai, matir asurot. Blessed are you, eternal our God, who frees the captive.
Amen.
Thank you, Lord. We're going to move now to the Kaddish on page, firstly, we're going to go to page 595.
I was getting mixed signals.
We think of our loved ones who died, whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at the season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. Zichronom Livana. May their memories be for a blessing. And we remember tonight, Henry Applebaum, husband of Frida Applebaum, Claire Bethel, mother of Shelley Medwin, Michael Fingelson, grandfather of Diane Lazarus, Shulamet Katzman, mother of Myrna Lawrence, Basil Kransdorf, husband of Rose Kransdorf, father of Daniel Kransdorf, and Richard Prebach, uncle of Charles Prebach and Robert Prebach. Are there any other names?
Maud Walter, Thomas Herodis Queer, Solomon Ratner, Audrey Ridings, Jane Whiteside, Jeanette Ellish, Ari Schultz, Darrell Alexander Jeffrey.
David Ledbetter.
And we also think of all of those who perished in the recent war in Israel and Palestine. And now to
And there are stars up above, so far away we only see their light. Long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us as we live our days. These are the ways we remember. We remember as we live our days. These are the ways we remember. We
Olam V'Barak L'Olam L'Olmei Olmaya. Yitbarach V'Yishtabach V'Yitpar V'Yitram V'Yitnaseh. Yitadar V'Yitaleh V'Yitamash. Shmei K'Yishra B'Richu. Le'elam Kol Birchata V'Shirata. V'Shvachata V'Nechuvata. Amiran V'Almar V'Bruvei. Yehei Shema Raja Min Shmaya. V'Chaim Aleinu V'Al Kol Yisrael. V'Ru Amen. Oseh Shalom V'Rumah. V'Yaseh Shalom. Aleinu V'Al Kol Yisrael. V'Ru B'nei Adam. V'Ru Amen. Thank you. Please be seated. So now, we have a blessing for the children, and for this category, we're going to adopt the age limits of the ANC Youth League. So, anyone who feels that they want to be a child, please come up. And your reward is a chocolate. Come on. Good. Right, so we're going to do first Tamala,
Malach HaGoeloti, Malach HaGoeloti mikol ra, yevarech et hanearim, ve'yikarev bahem shemi. V'shem avotai, v'shem avotai, Avraham v'Yitzchak, v'yitkul harov, v'yitkul harov, b'kerev ha'aretz.
So, this is that song, The Angel Who Saved Me. May the angel who has delivered me, may the angel who has delivered me from all harm bless these boys. Let them be called by my name and the names of my fathers, Abraham and Isaac, and may they increase greatly upon the earth. And that was me again, Jacob. Well, he was blessing his two children. I can't change the text.
Well, that's precisely the problem.
Okay, and all the girls as well. And now now Tula will give us unisex blessing for the children. And now one of my children has run away.
Yeah, I need my guitarist.
Can you grab the other side there?
Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha. May God bless you with good and keep you safe. Ya'er Adonai chaya elecha v'chonecha. May God be with you and be kind to you. Yi'isa Adonai panach elecha, ve'aseh lecha shalom, shalom. May you always know that God is close, and may God give you the gift of peace.
Thank you.
Not just a piece of chocolate. That, the
Big piece.
Brian better run.
There is no piece of chocolate.
Brian, catch.
And I broke it. You can have it later, Mommy said.
Okay, are there any announcements?
Am I allowed to make one? Or two?
You're boss when you fly, so.
The first announcement is really to thank Jacob. We're pleased you came and joined us this evening. It was an interesting experience, and thank you to Tula and to Lee and to Brian for a really enchantingly beautiful service. I'm also pleased to see that the guardians of the shul are protecting the not disappearing Torah again. It's making it very difficult for it not to disappear again. So I'm very happy that was, it looks a little bit prison-like, but maybe that's safer for not disappearing Torah. Next week is Hanukkah, and please, those who attend the service, will you please bring your Hanukkah with you, please. You know, the little sort of special eight candle menorah.
And night candles too, please.
Sorry.
And they should bring their own candles.
Yes.
And your own
And
candle.
it's night, it'll be night 2.
Two, okay. Thank you.
3 candles, and each shamash.
There are, the bulletin I know has been sent out, but there is a special event on Sunday.
Monday.
Monday?
Sorry.
Sunday?
Sunday.
I think it's Sunday. Which one are you thinking of, King?
The Thanksgiving for the.
No, not there yet.
No, I'm joking.
This one is much more important.
Okay, cool.
It's the morning market on Sunday at 10 o'clock in a really beautiful space where the Tova Cafe is. And Peter has put together a really fantastic collection of stalls and food and just comfortable space for us to spend some time. And I hope a lot of your money buying presents for both Hanukkah and the other festivals that occur at this time of the year. I hope that you can all, and more of you, can attend that and really support it. We're really trying very hard to make it a really big community function. I know that Peter goes to a lot of trouble and borrows a lot of favors in order to get all the people that she manages to get here. So I'd really like to make it worth their while and for them to be happy to continue to support Beiteman and our morning market on Sunday. Kinsey, do you have another? I can't read it.
Prize giving.
Oh yeah, sorry, the prize giving, is that?
Yeah, the Thanksgiving.
Okay. This is on Monday night. Ian, is your hand up?
Yeah, sorry.
Right, okay. On Monday evening is the prize giving for the Cheder kids at 5 o'clock. I know that Diane will be there, as will all the Cheder kids and their teachers. And I hope that as many of you who can be there to come and support the kids in their really wonderful achievements that they've managed to accomplish this year. And for the rest, I wish you a good Shabbat, and may the rest of the week also be kept. The service tomorrow is at 9:30. You can either be here or in the garden. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for the work from our sponsor. We're going to finish off with a closing song, and before we do that, yes.
Okay, so there's this international campaign. It's called Me Too Unless You're a Jew, and it's about all the women who were raped on the 7th of October, and so many organizations haven't condemned it, haven't criticized it. There's a link in the bulletin, there's a petition that's going around because people feel that it's terrible that if anyone is raped, and people shouldn't be quiet when women who happen to be Jewish are raped or tortured or terrorized or have their bodies disemboweled or dismembered. So the link's in the bulletin, you can find it near the very end of the bulletin. The campaign's called Me Too Unless You're a Jew.
Thank you. So, before we have our closing song, let me invite you to the bracha afterwards in that side. And may I thank Lee, Angela, and Brian for fantastic service. Thank you.
Yeah, it was particularly an honor for me because today is the 1-year anniversary of my Beiteman, so it's a very auspicious day. Thank you. To spend it with all of you, and especially doing a service with you, Leonard, and Lee and Brian.
Thank you. And
Really.
this is the first service that you've done with Lee. And
Yes.
it's the
Cheers
first
to many,
service.
many more.
Thank you.
I've got to all sing now, all right?
Shabbat Shalom to everybody.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you.